Have you always wanted to draw a whimsical face but you didn't know how? Well, all you need is a piece of paper, a pencil, a Q-tip, and 5 minutes, and I got you. My name is Campbell, and I love to teach drawing, especially to those who've never drawn before. We're going to start out by just drawing an oval, and I want to show you just how locked tight my wrist is. So when you're drawing your oval, draw as many as you need to get the right shape, and really move your pencil from your shoulder and not your wrist to get nice sweeping lines. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to divide the face down the center and across the middle. Then we're going to take that space and divide that in half, and then we're going to divide that in half again. Now, in order to place the eyes in the correct proportion, we're going to do 3 squished ovals in a row, a circle at the middle crosshairs, and then a wide oval for the mouth at the bottom there. And then once we have the eyes in place, we can go ahead and push down a little bit harder on our pencil. And this is just a number 2 school pencil. It's actually a jumbo fat one for little kids. I just wanted to show you how easy it is, even with just the most minimal of supplies. And we're just gonna push down a little bit harder and shore up those ovals just a little bit, like you see there. And then we're gonna make big, beautiful eyelids that are just sweeping curved lines that come out of the corners of those newly drawn diagonal lines. And then for the eyeballs, we're gonna do full circles, one big one for the iris and a small one for the pupil. The nose is very easy. We do these 2 curved lines on either side of the circle, and then parentheses on either side. And then follow along with me as I make the next series of lines for the mouth. Remember, you can always pause and rewind as many times as you need to. So I'm still using that guideline to make a super cute mouth and in the right place, as you notice. So yep, take your minute and just pause the video so you can get that shape down correctly. We're gonna in-sweep at either side of the eyes at the temples, and that gives our character an older, more sophisticated age. Otherwise, if the shape is really round, the character you're drawing will become younger and younger. So that gives her a little bit of an age, a little bit more sophistication. The eyebrows, as you see, start right at the same place as the corner of the eyes and go up. And to draw hair, it's very simple. You start with a place along the oval, you go down across the forehead and then up and over to get the volume of the hair. And again, just pause the video as much as you need to get that correct placement. And I just wanted to slow it down here to show you the little tear ducts we're going to add in are just little lines at the corner of the diagonal of the eye lines that we had drawn before. And I'm just erasing all my extraneous lines and redrawing the hairline just by pushing down a little bit harder on my pencil. Now, in order to get ready for the shading, because yes, we're going to do that too, I'm just scrabbling some of these areas a little bit darker. So that's in the pupils, the corners of the eyelids, around the irises, under the nose. I'm going to redraw the circle of the nose, that's the ball of the nose, up on top so I don't lose track of where that is. And then when I put the lines in for the shading for the mouth, I'm going to follow it in the direction of the lips. So you see there, darkening the corners, putting some shading underneath, and I am just scrabbling. There's no skill involved here. I'm just making some really messy and really loose scribbles. And then again, you don't need any fancy supplies, even if you just use your finger, if you don't even have a Q-tip. I'm just taking my Q-tip and I am just squishing the graphite all around, and just follow me if you want to have accurate shading. I'm leaving the middle of the eyelid unshaded, and then that creates the perception that the eyelid is like bulging, right? Or really rounded in the center, so it creates accurate depth. We're going to do shading around the eyes. You can even put shading in the pupils and the irises themselves to make it look as if they're colored. This is a black and white version. And then when you have the shading where you want it to be, you can take your pencil again and just draw over and darken up any lines that you wish. And it just gives her that whimsical, super cute face. And then we're going to get ready to do the eyelashes next. So I'm going to slow it down here so you can really pay attention to the directionality of the eyelashes. So So they always sweep towards the edges, but then when you get up to the middle of the eye, they're gonna go straight up and down. So let's watch that again. Straight up, and then we reverse direction. Same thing along the bottom. They're gonna swing out, and then when they get to the middle, they go straight, and then they reverse directions again. So once you see it like that, it becomes pretty clear on what to do. If you enjoyed drawing this face and you want to maybe explore drawing some different emotions, just click the playlist that's featured here and you can get drawing on these short, quick, fun videos right away. Have a blast, you guys. Thanks for drawing with me.